Welcome, my dear students. We are meeting after a very long gap due to the lockdown and uh, COVID and due to COVID-19 virus. And now we are not meeting directly in our direct classroom, but we are meeting with you in virtual classroom. It is the demand of the hour. Half of the world is passing through severe strain due to COVID-19. We Indians are also not aloof from them. We are having a very high density of population, so lockdown is our primary requirement. This is the only first and basic prevention against COVID-19. Anyway, where we will remain in lockdown or out of lockdown, but our main cause, our main aim, the study is always going on, whether it is in a direct classroom or in a virtual classroom. I will teach you physics, and the first lesson is equation of motions. I will teach you equations of motion. Equations of motion. Whatever I recall, the first term, what is motion? Can anybody tell me what is motion? Okay, don't worry. I am going to tell you what is motion. If an object changes its position with respect to time and its surroundings, then it's said to be in motion. Said to be in motion. Similarly, rest can also be defined. If an object doesn't change its position with respect to time and its surrounding, then it's said to be in rest. If an object does not changes its position with respect to time and its surroundings, then it's said to be in rest. These definitions look very easy, but the way we interpret it, the both terms are not so similar. Suppose you are sitting in front of me in the classroom, your fellow friends will say, you are at rest. And they are true in their observation, but someone can tell us, you are not in rest, you are in motion. Suppose a spaceship is capturing your image every second from a space. Their observation is that you are in motion, and he is true. How two statements can be true at a time? Fellow friend is telling that you are at rest, and the person moving in a space is telling that you are in motion. Similarly, when we are going through a train, our fellow passengers are in rest with respect to each other. But when we see through the windows, what are our observations? The building is moving, the tree is moving, but is it true? No. Is it not true? The tree is at rest, the building is at rest, but observation is that they are moving. And he is true in his observation. The person sitting out of the train or standing out of the train, they are telling the train is moving, and the person sitting in the train, he is telling that the tree is moving, the building is moving, and both are correct in their observations. How this ambiguity arises? That's why rest and motion are not so easy to explain. They are relative terms. Rest and motion both are relative terms. They are always explained in terms or with respect to someone. The rest and motion both are depend on the point of reference. Rest and motion both are explained with respect to. So, the rest or motion always explained or observed with a point of reference. Point of reference, or you may say it origin. Any rest or motion can be explained only with respect to the point of reference or origin. It is very important with respect to motion. Suppose someone is telling your home is 2 kilometers away from here, but other person may tell your home is 10 kilometers from his residence. This difference arises due to the point of reference. So the point of reference is very important in terms of studies of motion. Motion is of broadly divided in two groups. Motion can be broadly categorized in two groups. First one is uniform motion, and the second one is non-uniform motion. What is uniform motion? First we explain the uniform motion. When an object cover equal distances in equal interval of time, then motion is said to be uniform. Now I will write this definition, uniform motion, or you may write, if you are ready, you may also write uniform motion. 1 minute, I will take a break. Motion is broadly divided into two parts. First one is uniform motion and second is non-uniform motion. What is uniform motion? Uniform motion may be defined as if an object cover equal distance in equal interval of time, in equal interval of time, then motion is said to be uniform. For example, if an object at rest, then the distance covered is also 0, time is 0, distance is 0. Suppose the object after a time interval of 1 second, it's covered a distance of 10 meter. In next second, it's covered 20 meter. In next, it's covered 30 meter. In fourth second, it's covered 40 meter, and in fifth second, it's covered 50 meter. This sort of journey is being termed as, or this sort of motion is being termed as uniform motion. The graph of dt graph of uniform motion is always be a straight line to its origin. As you know, in dt graph, independent quantity is plotted along the x-axis, or dependent quantities are plotted along y-axis. Here the distance is plotted along the y-axis, and time in second is plotted along the x-axis. When time is 0, distance is 0, the object is its origin. When time is 1 second, the distance covered is 10 meter. The object is here. When time is 2 seconds, the object is here. Suppose after time interval of 3 seconds, the object is here. In 4th second, object is at a distance of 40 meter, and in 5th second, the object is here. So the slope of dt graph of uniform motion is a straight line through the origin. I will take a short break.